Hello, welcome to the DogCon5 Pre-Party. I'm John Lawson, author, editor, and co-founder of Raw Dog Screaming Press and the Broadkill Writers Resort. Coming to you live today from here in Delaware, on Delaware Bay at the Writers Resort. And joining us, helping to moderate chat and sort of run the back end of things and generally keep things real is co-founder of the Writers Resort and Raw Dog Screaming Press, Jennifer Barnes. She is sort of the driving force behind things, and what we are combining to do here today with you all is to just sort of talk about the history of the event, DogCon. We've got coming up here at the end of the month, September 30th. It's the 5th year in a row that we've been doing this event, sort of trying to merge the public, the reading public, and the sort of independent publishing scene. And how that all came about was, like so many of you out there, you know how it is. You try to do something, it doesn't work, you try again. We were trying to organize a sort of convention in conjunction with another convention back in 2012 now, I guess it was. And that sort of all fell apart at the last minute. And we were sort of left hanging, wondering what we can do to sort of not let everybody down and sort of keep the momentum going. And I'm not sure how we had the idea. I think it was a sort of a joint powwow between myself and Jennifer and our author and editor friends to sort of just, hey, we'll just make our own event on the fly. And it worked out. We had about 25 people with us at the first DogCon. It was at our house in Bowie, Maryland, but it was a lot of fun. We had tattoo artists, people were getting tattoos, tons of food. The food was insane, catered by Case Reese, right, and some other wonderful volunteers. So anyway, I'd like to thank again everyone for joining us today. And also thanks to those of you who filled out our survey to let us know where you're at, what's going on. And we have the chat box going, as you can see on the side. Please do type in questions, comments. I'd like to announce, first of all, our survey winner. I don't think we've had a survey winner before. That was for the answer to, what would you like to know about publishing a book? And the answer was, I write good. That was submitted by the inaugural Reader's Choice champion, Matt Betts. And I Write Good tells you exactly why he did win that first championship belt, which we'll be going into here momentarily. So without further ado, let me go into the presentation for you. We have a little bit of a slideshow sort of covering the history visually. Now, as I said, we started off small. Even though we had been publishing for, I guess we started in 2003. So we'd been publishing for 9 years by that point. And when we launched DogCon in 2012, okay, here is the core group. Like I said, we had about 25 authors, editors, book reviewers, artists, tattoo artists. And, here we have the founding group of our Dog Star Books imprint, which launched at DogCon 2012. We try to have big news every single time we do the DogCon event. Got the Millers, Jason Jack Miller and Heidi Ruby Miller are, I think she was our Khaleesi of Science Fiction Adventure. She was the editor who launched the Dog Star Books imprint. Jennifer, myself, and the very stylish Tricky there. So yes, that's us hanging out at the house sort of before things got started, and we started burying people in the backyard. I've got some pictures of that, but we'll skip ahead to DogCon year 2. We weren't really sure if it would keep going, but people kept asking us, hey, when are you going to do another DogCon? Hey, when are you going to do another DogCon? We missed it, or we were there and it was so much fun. So we went on ahead with a lot of support on the ground in Columbus, Ohio, again from Matt Betts and his wonderful wife and their friends. And this is a core group of our authors and editors, and again, does not cover the full group in attendance. Unfortunately, we don't have the steampunk group here in the picture, but there was a steampunk group presenting some wonderful panels, and also a lot of kids being read to by the Gothic industrial artist and author Stephen Archer. DogCon3, the launch of the Reader's Choice Award, presented to Matt Betts at Confluence in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And that was our year of the reader. We had been in business 10 years in 2013 for DogCon 2. We had a big celebration. And that was all about us, but we wanted to, going forward, celebrate our readership, because without you guys, there is no Royal Streaming Press, there is no Dogstar Books, and we're just a bunch of very sad, well, I won't say sad puppies, because that means something else entirely now. That's another webinar entirely. But here is Matt being debonair with the belt. DogCon 4. What can we do to pay back everybody who supported us? Well, we took them to prison. This is us in the prison yard, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, actually the first penitentiary in the world. It's incredibly haunted, so that was fun. It's parts of it are falling apart. We got to check out the solitary confinement cells. You can take a look at our assemblage here and, choose and pick, who you think belonged in the solitary confinement and who might still be there. But it was a huge event. We did massive readings at the stage in the Eraser Hood. And again, we had the presentation of the Reader's Choice Award belt, which went to Stephanie Wojtowicz. And let me just go back for a second. Let me just say, yes, that is real solid gold. I don't know if you can see it's a stud with these red gems. It is loaded down with gems. We lavish our authors in wealth. You can just ask them about that. But okay, Jennifer's giving me a look. I think we're gonna get one of our authors stabbed for this belt. Maybe it's not worth tens of thousands, but it's very pretty and shiny. Okay, now moving on. DogCon5 2016. This is the Rider Resort. That is the actual beach just across the road from us. That's pretty much what it looks like every day. It's virtually a private beach. It is behind a nature reserve, a sanctuary for birds as they migrate, and also for the horseshoe crab population on the East Coast. They come here to spawn. So there's no development here. There's this a handful of houses and us crazy riders. So we're gonna have fun. Lots of stuff planned. What do we have planned? Well, let's see. Okay. As you can see, this is our Broadkill Resort official page, broadkillresort.com. You can check out the individual rooms there at our site. Check out the Rare Scholarship. That photo, that's one that we took walking on the beach. That's what the sunsets are like here. Every single one of them is beautiful. And we do have a history of, we've started doing workshops and events here. And we plan to continue that with, I think we have maybe the most intensive workshops that we've ever planned for a DogCon event. In the past, we've had, just, some minor presentations, some readings and things. But this time we really wanted to get into sort of supporting our authors with the career opportunities, career advancement. And I don't know if this is all coming out okay for you guys. If you can see these slides, that's working out for you. Okay, great. Thanks. So let's see, moving along, we've got, oh yes, plan activities. If you are of age, you've probably heard about Dogfish Head Brewery. They have a fine line of beers. They're based right here down the road from us. That is a massive steampunk treehouse in the foreground there. And we're going to be taking a tour of the facilities. All right. And if you happen to walk out of there with some extra bottles, that's up to you. But the tour is free. It is included as part of the DogCon5 activities. And I'm definitely going to be in that treehouse at some point, probably more than once. They might have to kind of haul me out of there. Expert publicity advice. Beverly Bambury, publicist. If you're in the indie publishing scene, you've probably heard of her by now, especially if you're on Facebook, Twitter. She is going to be doing 2 workshops for us. We're bringing her in as our publicity guest, and she will be doing social media for authors, even misanthropic authors. So if you are not really keen on the whole social media thing, she can bypass any of those issues for you. All right. Workshop number 2, building a quality review and promotional pitch list. And we have actually worked with Beverly on, I think, several releases now. And let me tell you, she actually knows what she's doing, or else we would not be flying her in here. So that's great. I'm excited about this. I think she's able to provide a lot of insight and knowledge for everyone, including me. So also, special announcement, individual sessions with Beverly will be available, an extra fee. She is kindly taking the time to put together individual plans, personalized plans for authors and all the people here in the independent publishing scene. Additionally, Michael A. Arnzen, award-winning professor from Seton Hill University. I'm just laughing because I know what's in store for you if you come here and are subjected to Mike. He will be doing an instigation live here at the DogCon5 event, and that will also be simulcast live on the internet. And we will be touching on that a bit more momentarily. But so we will be under the influence of Michael Arnzen, which is not really where you want to be. If you are familiar with his work, he is sort of ruthless and hilarious, and he really knows his stuff. So again, he will also be offering critiques individually for anyone who's interested at a nominal fee, but space is limited. I think only 2 poetry critiques are available and 2 short fiction critiques. State of the Dog speech. We give a State of the Dog speech every year. Last year, DogCon4, I got up on stage and announced we would be having a permanent writer's resort, writer's retreat, and boom, this year, what happened? We've got it for you. So when we give these speeches, things happen. Don't want to reveal what's coming up next. And there is a good reason for that, which, again, we'll touch on momentarily. But for now, hush, hush. It's a mystery. Okay, custom cards against humanity. RDSP against humanity. This is something new this year. We solicited card submissions, suggestions. Some were too crude and offensive, even for us, if you can imagine our tender sensibilities. Okay, so we have these decks of cards for sale, and I believe we have that available as an offer here in the presentation. I don't know, we'll get to that in a minute, but it's a limited quantity of decks, extremely limited. First come, first serve. I think a few of them have already been grabbed. They will be available at DogCon5 and also here for the pre-order, shipping out soon. I think we should have them in later this week. Anyway, as you can see, Joseph Balthiet Jr. in a morph suit. I have seen that live in the flesh. Gold lame morph suit. And oh boy, okay, I'm not going to even get into what happened after that, but announcing the Reader's Choice champion, the champion, third year in a row, final contenders, internationally recognized industrial gothic rock star Andy Dean with All the Darkness in the World. The second champion, our second champion, Stephanie M. Wojtowicz, the perennial Bram Stoker Award finalist with An Exorcism of Angels. J.L. Gribble, who's been doing great things for our science fiction adventure imprint Dogstar Books with Steel Victory and her Steel Empires series. Book 2 is already out. Check it out. Steel Magic. Reppin'. Okay. Matt Betts, Indelible Ink. And I don't know. This is, I think, one of those dream matchups. The former champion, the current champion, the rock star. And okay, the newcomer, J.L. Gribble. My money is on the newcomer. What about you, Jennifer? She's got her poker face going. She doesn't want to play favorites. I know she's got money on all four of them. That's how she does things. Okay. Beach bonfire. Yes, we are having a massive beach bonfire. You can do that here. Roasting marshmallows, making s'mores. It's going to happen. It'll be even more out there and off the chain than the beach bonfire in The Lost Boys. Okay. So, and also, you've got to know this is being brought to you by Carrion Blue 555. And if they're behind things, again, Joseph Balthiet Jr. I'm just going to say, Joe, don't wear that morph suit near the fire. I think it's polyester. Okay. That thing is just going up. All right, son. Fire safety. That's what it's about. Okay. DogCon has a reputation to maintain. All right. But that is being brought to you by 555. All right. DogCon tickets. Okay. We want you to be there. Okay. If you can be there, if you are in the Mid-Atlantic region, if you're on the planet Earth and have access to a rowboat, because we are by the water, a plane, a car, hang gliders, we take all comers, okay? So if you're not interested in the more author-centric industry things, you know what? You probably only need the 1 or 2 day pass. Come on Saturday and or Sunday. You still get to, take part in the general activities. We'll have snacks. There'll probably be like 1 meal covered per day and snacks and some beverages and whatnot. Try and lighten the load on folks. Con attendee, $30. What do you get? All events, snacks and meals, Friday through Monday afternoon. All right. That is the full deal. But if that's not enough for you, somehow if hanging out with, some of the most cutting edge authors and editors in the scene is not cool enough, you can be a con boss. You can buy your way to the top. $60. Entry to all events, snacks, meals, and our awesome swag bag, which we will be covering here. Con Kidnapper, yes, I am your victim. You can kidnap me and some of our other editors and our guest, Beverly Bembury, to join us, or have us join you for a lunch. Offsite will be a private thing just for the people who are at the Con Kidnapper level. So if you're into networking, if you want to pick somebody's brain about stuff, this is the way to do it. Con Survivor. And that is, if you are just like the Alpha Con attendee, you have to have this. This gets you like the best stuff, all the goodies, including, I don't think we're even making any money on this stuff. Like the Stephen Archer's custom tarot deck, that's going for $50. All right. If you buy it individually from Mr. Archer himself or online elsewhere, you're getting 3 paperbacks of your choice. You're getting the swag bag, which, okay, here, let me I think we have some slides prepared. Oh, okay, here's the swag bag. Custom Broadkill Riders Resort beach towel. All right. If you need to wrap yourself in an octopus, this is probably the safest way to do it. You're getting an inspiration box for your writing prompts. It is loaded with all sorts of good stuff. Each box is unique. None of them are the same. The container, the contents, all different. You're getting a writing journal, our custom Broadkill Riders Resort writing journal, and a framed one-of-a-kind blackout poem by poet Jennifer Barnes. And those, just personally, I've been seeing these poems that she's been cranking out, and they're making me jealous as a multi-award nominated poet. I can't handle it. So that's what's going into the swag bag. And that alone is insane steal. But Con Survivor, you can see Stephen Archer, his custom tarot deck, 3 books of your choice. Now, you don't have to pick these books. They do look pretty together, don't they? I recommend them. But, your choice. And, I think that is it. We got to the end of the slideshow. Boom. So there you have it. All the good stuff. Here, let's get back to the main room here. Okay. So what do we have? DogCon5 is coming up very soon. We've got scars from the past ones. Lots of good stories. We've got a penchant for, we like to hang out with people. Some of the people who have come to our events in the past tend to, become part of the family. Look at author C.T. Stout. He is around all the time now. He is part of it, part of the group. K.W. Taylor came to our writing retreats at the Bourbon Ridge retreat. Her book just came out this year. Jessica McHugh, you can ask her about that too. Her book is coming out soon. The Leaches, Janet and James Leach, Janice, my bad. And sorry, Janice. And their poetry duo, we've got their book coming out soon. So we're a family, okay? We are doing this ourselves day in, day out. We're in the trenches with our authors. So we're going to be in the trenches with people that we know and like and trust. So, come be part of it. We're not exclusive. We're not going to exclude people from things. We're an inclusive group. That's what we're about. This year, we are having a charge. Every year in the past, going all the way back to the first one through last year, we never charged. and people kept telling us, John, Jennifer, you guys are kind of crazy. You should really be charging for all these things that you're offering. And, this year we figured, okay, we kind of have to for all the things that we're throwing in. But at the same time, we've upped the ante. We're giving people more. There are going to be extra surprises for those who do show up. And for those who cannot make it, if you do not have access to a hang glider or a rowboat, a Amtrak train, bus, what have you, if you're not on planet Earth, whatever, you know what? We're going to hook you up. We're going to make this live on the internet right here through the Webinar Jam platform, which you can just click on the button there and check it out if you want. It's a very cool thing. We're investing in this new technology to bring things to the masses, okay? We are charging this time, but we are providing more value. And we know it's a regional issue. We're all the way on the East Coast, the Mid-Atlantic. So, if you can't make it, we are offering the live event online feature. I think that'll be just Saturday and Sunday. We have multiple, live jam sessions here. And we'll just try, to share the best for you. We're going to be teaching people how to manage time. I know that was an issue somebody was interested in for learning how to be, more prolific as an author. So that is going to be one of the things that's going to be covered. We're going to be showing people how to design book covers. We're going to be covering in publicity. We're going to be just hanging out and having fun. We're going to be playing lots of games. Okay. And, normally the rooms here at the Writers Resort, they go for, $250, $300. Obviously we're not charging that much. And, I think all the rooms are booked up. But we do have a selection of hotels here nearby. There's a golf course just up the road, plenty of fine cuisine. I'm a bit of a cuisine snob coming from a big city area, but Milton, Delaware, man, they've got it going on. I've been pleasantly surprised. And there's even a beach boardwalk just down the road with all of the amenities you would expect, sort of carnival atmosphere, arcades, tons of unhealthy stuff and shops that are, weird and unique. So I think that covers what's happening here on this end. Let's talk about everybody who is attending. I see Jennifer and Joseph and Jessica, Matt, you all are tearing it up here. Stewie here in the chat. So, I see Stewie was asking about this being a public event. And yes, please do share it on social media, Hard Talk. Get on a mountain with a megaphone and start shouting. Let everybody know. Throw a bottle in the sea. Don't forget to put in a note. Everything you can do. Smoke signals. All right. So yes, Joseph, Cthulhu Wars. Joseph is going to be our game master. Not only is his publishing enterprise sponsoring the s'mores on the beach, the bonfire, he is also the game master. He's bringing all sorts of goodies for us. So looks like Jennifer checking if anybody else has any more questions. Oh, I see Matt asking if there will be a culto. Now, we are providing beverages, alcoholic drinks. Will have to be at the discretion of attendees, I suppose, but we aren't supplying any of that on our end. Does a culto come recommended? Well, that's controversial. Okay. I've got water here, not a culto. Who even are you people? Joseph, if you're going to start sponsoring things, please find that out first. Okay, so as I mentioned, Jennifer Barnes, John Lawson, Raw Stream Press, Dogstar Books. We publish award-winning fringe fiction. We do genre books of all types. We do literary books, experimental work. We are weirdos. We like to have fun. We like to do things unconventionally. And that is one of the reasons why so many of our strategies get sort of duplicated here in the scene. If you might have noticed, after we did DogCon back in 2012, there was a wave of other independent presses having events after, just within months. Even it was kind of amazing, and that's sort of been the trend with other publishing trends. We've invested heavily in horror poetry, and now that's becoming a thing. So that is one of the reasons why I did not want to get into what is going to be covered in the State of the Dog speech this year, because our business model is evolving. Okay, that's all I'll say. We are broadening our scope, and it is a multifaceted attack. Okay, it's going to happen. It's inevitable. We've already started launching new features, such as this this pre-party here through Webinar Jam. As I said, we're investing in new technologies, and we're gonna take it to people's teeth weekly. All right. And if you would like to see more of this, if you'd like to see us covering different subjects, we are going to be having informational crash courses, group masterminds, live on air, to help just raise the level of what is happening in the scene in general. So what else do we have here in the chat? Oh, yes. Okay. A good point. Do we have offers for you? Yes, we do. First of all, let me make the DogCon5 tickets available to you here in the room. Okay. We still have some tickets available at each level. A bunch of tickets have been purchased, but here we are going to make this live just for everyone who applied, who came here today. Yes, okay, boom. Push the easy button. Make publishing easy for you. Join us here at DogCon5. Okay. If you have an issue that we haven't covered yet, hey, let us know. We can do our best to make that part of DogCon5. Okay. Just come hang out. Bunch of editors, authors, publishers, as I said, publicists, artists. Join us at the Broadkill Resort. The tickets, once they're gone, they're gone. We only have so much room here. Okay. We were thinking about trying to make this really big, but we figured we should focus more on the core people who are really dedicated to making things happen in the independent publishing scene. And that way that we could bring the best value to the event, to the people, not just something as a sort of casual throwaway event. All right. So I think the Con Kidnapper, there might still be, what do you say, Jennifer? 3, 4 of those left? I don't know. But you can kidnap us and gas buy bag in the same day. It's like 2 swipes for one. That's not bad. So we have that for you. And okay, cool. Looks like people are checking it out. All right, good.
Let's try a guest on the phone.
All right. So Jennifer is still doing the chat. Everyone, if you have questions, comments, concerns, vague insults or specific insults, we'll take those also. Let us know. And, again, we're very thankful. Like I said, we've been in business 13 years now. And that's not easy. As we'll discuss at DogCon, we made it through sort of a mass extinction event that happened in publishing 2008, 2009, 2010, following the whole economic meltdown. We'll be discussing that in depth and why we are changing our business model again to move forward from that recovery period, that recovery phase. Seems like the industry has sort of gotten back on its feet. So we're taking things to the next level. And we hope that you'll join us there. Okay. So, like I said, we'll be having lots of presentations. I think we might also be doing, have we talked about this? Should I let them, are we going to be doing the movie? Okay, well, maybe we won't be. We were talking about having a movie viewing party for a certain particular movie, but that's still in the works. Okay, so there's lots of things happening, lots of moving parts. And if you're just joining us, looks like some more people are joining the room. We've been talking about DogCon5. We do have the offer for DogCon5 membership, and we've been talking about things that we can try to bring to the scene. We are going to be doing more of these. We have one in the works for a live online sort of crash course in the art of getting book reviews. That's in the works. That'll be coming up soon, and registration will be available for that. So we have been live here for about 40 minutes. I think we'll be wrapping up soon. So any last minute questions you have, let us know. Jennifer is again covering the live chat. And for those of you, oh yes, okay. Somebody's asking about the cards against RDSP against humanity custom deck. Okay, we do have that offer. We can get that to you. So here, let me give you just one more minute. If you want to check out the Broadkill Writers Resort, you can click on the button there for DogCon5 membership. Otherwise, I'm going to switch over to the RDSP against humanity deck now. Boom. Okay. Here we go. Now it looks like, oh yes, we're down to, I think, 10 available units. Some of these, again, are already spoken for by people who have signed up for DogCon5. And I'm not even sure what all got put into this deck. I think it's 52, 54 cards. And I saw some of the suggestions. They were clever, they were raunchy, they were 100% in the spirit of Cards Against Humanity. And it's a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun. So there is that. Now, before you go, we do have a poll. We wanted to, gather a little more information from everyone to learn how we can, as I said, best serve the community. We do want to provide value, as I said. Now it looks like pretty much everybody who was answering the survey on the way into the room has attended a publishing industry event before, which I was a little surprised at. That's great. We're here with some veterans who have some interest in things. So glad to have you on board with us. Okay, I am going to bring up the poll. Okay, so if you could just let us know what you're interested in the in getting out of industry events. Oh, hey, having fun. Okay, great. Glad to hear it. Okay, that will, career development and having fun. Okay, more fun than career development. That's cool. Well, we can work on making career development fun. Okay, so it's interesting to see this happening live. There's a struggle going on between fun and career. And that's how I feel about my life. But okay, so sounds good. Parties on the beach. If you want to party on the beach, we're doing that. Bonfires. Karen Blue 555. They're bringing us the whole s'mores shindig. We're going to be having all sorts of interesting stuff happening. Like I said, we're going to be going to the Dogfish Head Brewery. We're going to be doing games. I know I'm forgetting something. We had some other things in the works for that as well. But we want to provide lots of networking. We're not going to book the whole entire weekend for workshop after workshop after workshop. We're not going to do that sort of thing. We want people to be able to hang out. We're providing sort of a group meal environment for the meals that we do provide. We want people to be able to make lasting connections. That is one thing that I feel has really come out of the DogCon experience. Lots of lasting connections with people. And it's good to see people, weeks, months, years later, still hanging out, interacting on social media or getting together at other events. And because they met through us, we like to connect people. That's awesome. And so career development, I see 43% folks are interested in career development. That's cool because, again, like I said, we're going to be offering that. We're going to be having some structured workshops. We're going to be doing the writing instigation. And I think, I didn't cover, we're going to be doing readings. There are going to be some readings provided at DogCon, along with, as I said, information about how to design your own book cover so you're not at the mercy of all sorts of different freelancers or publishers or what have you down the road. If you're interested in making your own book, you can have that aspect covered. And I'll show you how to do it free of charge even. Not that you don't have to pay me, but to make your own book covers free of charge and make them look professional and beautiful. So we'll be covering publicity, time management, some other aspects of the publishing industry as well. As I mentioned, we're going to be covering how to get reviews, what kind of reviews you don't want to get, even if they are rave reviews, how they can hurt you, that sort of thing. So again, thank you for joining us. If you have any more questions, Jennifer is still on chat. I think she had to bust some heads and kick 10 or 12 people out. I'm not sure what's going on over there. So, okay.
Hey.
Oh, hey. Is Jennifer joining us here?
I thought I would try it. I wanted to test out the join feature. I don't know. I can't really tell if it's working.
Go for it.
Someone.
Oh, I switched over to you there.
Oh, okay. You can't. All right. Well, anyway, hi, everyone. We're looking forward to DogCon. Just testing these things out, and thanks for helping us. I think we're going to wrap it up, right?
Yeah, it's been a good session. Thank you for all the questions and comments, and also for the feedback. It's been very valuable for helping us to, I think, structure future webinars, and also especially for putting things together for DogCon5. Okay.
Should we say goodbye?
I think we'll say goodbye then.
Okay.
Okay, goodbye, everybody. See you soon. Take care. Thanks for joining us.